Hello everyone, and welcome to the Blue Collar Gentleman, a channel dedicated to figuring out what it means to be a 21st century gentleman. Recently, my wife and I took a trip to Los Angeles. What were we doing in Los Angeles, you may be asking? We were finding a home. That's right, soon these videos will be coming from our apartment in Los Angeles, and hopefully around the neighborhood in our neighborhood of Westlake. So, since we were traveling for 4 days total, leaving on Monday, coming back on Thursday, I decided I was going to get by with one pant and one jacket. I also decided I could get by with 2 shirts, 2 ties, 2 pocket squares, and 2 pairs of socks. We'll go over how those were arranged in just a moment. Flying into LAX, this is the shirt, tie, pocket square combination I went with. Making it possible to wear this shirt and tie combination and taking the pocket square, turning it on end, and using the border piping for a different look altogether. I sometimes have problems with my pocket squares falling into my coat pocket, so I'll often use this one handy to stuff it in to keep it from flowing all the way down. This also was a good spot for me to store my second pocket square, meaning that all I had to do was pull this one out and I had an entirely new look. All I had to do was change the pocket square, trade out my tie, and I had a completely new look. As you can see, both of the shirts that I chose are rather basic. A basic blue and white check. In addition to that, they're both from Ralph Lauren's Blake collection. Shirts that fit me well and are very comfortable. Something else that I wanted when riding in a plane and moving around in Ubers, which Nancy and I did quite a bit of while we were in Los Angeles. The point being that the shirt and tie combination goes with any of the shirts that I had, and the pocket squares go with any that I had. In addition, having this nice pocket square from Fort Belvedere where I can either use pattern or border with the piping, as I showed you before, like so, made it possible to get 2 different looks out of the same pocket square. Very handy. While I was traveling, I decided to use my Old Faithful. Now, I have 2 other hats that I normally wear. This one is sort of my travel hat. It came from my friend Mike. I would hate to lose it. At the same time, it would be the one that would be the one that would be least difficult to replace should it be lost. So that's why I take it traveling with me. When it came to sock-shoe combination, well, I'm still dealing with the pain in my toe. I'm not going to call it gout anymore because I don't know if it's gout, to be perfectly honest with you. But I did take 1 pair of shoes. They were simple lace-up casuals, and since we were going to be doing a lot of walking, these are the ones that I wore. I chose 2 pairs of socks to interchange. As you can see, the pant-sock-shoe combo matches up perfectly with either one of these. And it also made it possible to change these out, hang them out to dry every single night when Nancy and I were traveling. The last thing that I brought with me was my travel kit. Nancy measured this. This is 6 by 7 by 1.5. I would like to replace this with something a little bit nicer than this clear vinyl. However, this is also something that TSA doesn't have any problem with because they can see right through it. Every single container in here that has liquid is TSA acceptable, and I was actually even able to get in here. Let me show you. See if I can get to. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I was even able to get my small badger hair brush from Art of Shaving, and took my shaving cream with me, which, because most hotels will provide you with at least a single-use cup in your bathroom, means you have something in which you could put your shaving cream and then lather up with your badger hair brush. However, I forgot to bring a razor with me. Did not have a razor with me, so I just had a handle. In addition to that, forgot completely that I had a Tide stick with me, which I should have used, because our second day there, Nancy and I went to breakfast, and I got this grease stain on my shirt. So I am going to deal with that just as soon as I'm through with this video. Had this with me the whole time, didn't realize it. What a dummy. Lastly, I brought my tablet, and one other thing that I brought with was, or a couple other things I brought with, were my manicure kit, something I would recommend every gentleman carry with them all the time. But yes, I brought my manicure kit with me, and my shoehorn, and a bag for dirty laundry. This is something I would recommend every man have in his bag. And if you have the good fortune that I do of a wife who brought a big enough carry-on luggage that we could put this in her luggage instead of mine, it kept my clothes from stinking. So anyway, something I would recommend that you carry along with you. So, that's my brief little video on traveling. I want to hear what you have to say. Have you found some tricks that are handy to have? Some ideas? Maybe a shirt tie combinations that you think would work better? Let's hear about it. So please, leave your comments in the comments, and until next time, thank you for watching.